I get a lot of fellow Santa Muerte devotees that come to me asking me how can they connect more with their dreams with Santa Muerte, how can they remember their dreams, and things like that. So here are a couple of tips that have personally helped me, and maybe they will help you too. So first off, I suggest having a physical journal dedicated specifically to dream work. This isn't a journal you are going to put other things in. You are only going to use this for dream work. Okay, that's going to be your dream journal. And ideally, you would want it to be either like a purple color or like indigo or blue, because those colors are associated with psychic abilities. They're associated with our third eye. They're associated with our crown, the higher energy abilities that we have access to. And utilizing the magic of colors, that is going to train your subconscious mind to automatically associate those colors with those gifts and with this practice of recalling your dreams and writing down your dreams. But if you aren't able to find a journal in those colors, then whatever color you have available or that you can find, that totally works. But I suggest a physical journal, because when you are waking up either in the middle of the night or in the morning, and you are coming out of that deep sleep state, and you are in that liminal space between sleep and waking up, that is the prime time where you are still tuned into the dream world. And that is the time when you are recalling your dreams, kind of like in that hazy liminal space. Now, a lot of us, we go on our phones right when we wake up. We may be tempted to check our social media, to check our emails, check our text messages, see who called us or whatever the case is. You want to refrain from doing that, because you are going to kind of ruin that connection that you have with your dream state. It's going to be muddied by other energies, other people's energies, and the influx of artificial energy. So that's why I suggest an actual journal, a physical journal that you keep either under your bed, on your nightstand next to you, or in the bed next to you. That way you can, just limit that artificial energy in flooding your brain. But yeah, that just limits any interference that may happen. And that does tend to happen with cell phones and just things like that. Now, if you are someone that is really big into herbs, you can use herbs like mugwort, lavender, wormwood, Mexican dream herb, I believe it's called. You can even use herbs like thyme or rosemary, because those are really good with memory and recalling information. And also mint is really good as well. If you are big into crystals, you can use amethyst, you could use clear quartz, you could use lapis lazuli, you could use moonstone, labradorite. Those are all really good crystals. And you can just put, crystals, the herbs in a sachet. Make sure you're speaking your intentions that you have specifically for herbs. Basically setting your intentions about what you want the herbs to do for you, because being specific is very important. And you can pair that with a written petition or prayer to Santa Muerte. And you can just say something along the lines of, thank you, Santa Muerte, for visiting me in my dreams. Thank you for ensuring that I'm able to remember what I am dreaming about, remember the messages that you share with me, even when I wake up. You want to specify the ability to recall all of the details. And also having the discernment on what parts of your dream to act upon. Okay? I feel like that last bit is really important, because sometimes we see things in our dreams and we are like, I don't know, should I act on this? Should I not? That's why you want to have the discernment on what parts to act on. And then, when you're waking up from that sleep state and that dream state, writing down those dreams. And that way you are training your mind, you're training your subconscious mind and exercising that psychic muscle to automatically recall the details. Okay. Another thing is 2 hours to 1 hour before you go to bed, I wouldn't be on your phone. And I know that can be really difficult these days, but try your best not to be on your phone, flooding your mind, watching TV, or being under too much artificial light. Maybe, light some candles, some purple candles, some blue candles, some white candles, dim lighting. If you have a fireplace, doing things like that, because you don't want to get yourself in a more energized headspace, because then your body's not going to relax enough to really go to bed. And how relaxed you are and the state that you are in before you go to bed has a big part to play in your dreams and how your dreams play out. Another thing too is with being on your phone, a lot of what you are ingesting has a big part in your dream state. So you may not be getting the proper dreams that you need, and you're just replaying brain rot from fucking TikTok. You know what I mean? So limiting distractions, I would say pray to Santa Muerte, pray to your ancestors, do some meditation. If you're into listening to frequencies, listen to frequencies that are good for your third eye, or like lucid dreaming frequencies, whatever is your thing. But you want to do things that get you in a more calm state. Also too, if you are someone that is into herbal teas, the herbs that I listed you can drink as a tea. Also, jasmine is a really good herb as well. If you're into like drinking jasmine tea, or even just putting that in a sachet under your pillow, is really good. If you have jasmine body oil, if you have jasmine, not intuition oils. If you have like jasmine spell oils or whatever it is, you can also use that. If you have divination oils, psychic oils, dream oils, you can use those as well. But if you don't have those herbs on hand, that is okay. But yeah, be careful about the herbs that you are ingesting. Do your research, check to see if it's going to clash with any medicine that you take, especially if you take medicine at night. Always do your research, always use your discernment. But I've found that, utilizing those tools and techniques have been really helpful for me in remembering my dreams and just connecting more with Santa Muerte, but also just strengthening that, intuitive muscle. So give it a try. Let me know if it works for you or if you already do something similar. But yeah, I hope that helps y'all.